Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. I'm Ivan and it's such a nice thing to load up this game and be met by Dogo like this. So he's happy, I'm happy, and in this episode we are going to make steel. I think that's the next step. So what we need to make steel is a foundry, because that one smelts 2 resources into alloy ingots. But to make the thing that makes the steel, we need steel. So we need to handcraft, and we also need, or don't need, but I'm going to make a miner MK2 because, oh wait, I was thinking that because we need the miner, what's it called, automatic miner, portable miner. That's something we need, but then again we also get the miner back if we tear them down, so it really doesn't matter. So that's nice to know. So I'm just going to skip the miner MK2 for now and make miner MK1. Still need the portable miner, but that's recyclable, and we might even have one in the box. Let's see. We do. That's very nice. We also have a whole lot of alien carapaces now because we went on a murder spree. So let's research those, or analyze, I guess. Okay, and sorting inventory here, stashing things, alien organs as well. I have no idea what these are used for. I don't think we can research them. Don't know. Now we also have a heatsink. It might be something we can't use because it might be later in the game. 2 stages we can't get to yet, but we'll find out. Let's see. Also have one more hard drive, but the hard drive recipe we looked at and I thought we unlocked. It doesn't look like we did. So I'm not sure if it's bugged or if it's just not something we can unlock yet. Let's make one of these. So we have 2. Hey doggo. Hey. Sneezy. If anyone is playing this game, I'm not sure if the sound is loud enough for you to hear when he sneezes, but that sound is still amazing. Now, the car should be bringing a lot of coal, and I remember us having 2 fields of iron here, and I believe, oh, that's the car. That's the car. Oh, he's struggling. He's struggling. I'm so curious to see how much he delivers in one go. So I want to see if we can see that. So we are here with 40. Nothing. That does not look like a good sign. Okay, well, if we run out of coal, I'm going to see if we can fix that. I just heard him sneezing on the side there. Okay, so let's split the coal off. I'm going to do that. Should probably just tear this down now. Let's do that. That gives us a bunch of gold. And like so, because this can be a buffer now. We don't need the thing, and that means it's easier to split this off. Let's split it off like so. And there we go. What's up? Now let's drag the belt. Let's see. We need to get it down to the other iron mines here. So let's try to wiggle them through the nature and down. Let's see. So far so good. Yeah, you need to step away for a little bit now, Doggo. And let's hit you. And let's see, there we go. Nice. Maybe above this one. This might be very nice actually. And then we snap it on here and down, and let's see afterwards where we want it to go from there. I'm going to do one more thing up there. I'm going to let the first part of the belt be upgraded belt, so it can bring 60 down and 60 into the power plant. That's here. So it can bring 120 out. And then let's see. It's nice to be able to walk on the belt. Okay. Yeah, that looks quite cool. Let's see if we can stop the car in the middle now, and let's see. Stop car, stop. And then disable autopilot, jump out, and look at the vehicle. Okay, it does have, good. Now, I'm also going to hide the path nodes because I kind of like the nature to be as naturey as possible and not as gamey. And then let's start the production here. Need to chop this down, but that's okay because we need to handcraft anyway from iron ore and coal. And if we don't have any, oh, we do, okay. I'm going to chop this one down at the same time. Let's see, let's get the miner up though. And that can go there. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice, that looks good. And then power from, let's see, this is power, good. Then we can drag it here and there. And 120 a minute is way too much for now. I'm going to leave it at it for a couple of seconds because we can use it when handcrafting now, instead of having to stand there chopping at the iron ore itself. Now we need concrete, which we have. We also need iron ore, which we now have. Let's make a temporary craft bench here and set up some iron ingots. Now 14 for the pipes, that's good. Need more for the others because these need 4 beams each, so we need to be able to make 12 beams. And that takes a bit more. Now we do make 2 steel ingots every time this recipe goes through, that's very nice. But we do also use a lot of material. 6 material, 3 coal and 3 iron ore every combine. And then the industrial beams, nice. Let's see. Now I have been wondering about nature and how much of it we want to keep up, and I still want to keep up quite a lot of it, but I might bring the chainsaw to some parts because at some point it gets silly, really. Now let's see if we can connect the belts. That's a bit harder apparently because the, oh, we can see it, okay, that's nice. I didn't know we could. But once we hit control, it will align the building and not the belt entrance. So, but I'm going to do it on belt now. And then we make a belt here, and let's see if this can loop around. Yes. Ah, this game, the belt production, or yeah, the belt creation is so nice. It's very convenient. It seems very crisp, and for the game to be in its early access, I'm not sure if they defined it as alpha or beta right now, but those terms are quite meaningless nowadays. So, but it seems very good. That's my point. Even this early in the development. Oh, sneezy. Now let's see. Let's see. I'm just going to look at our terrain here. And I'm not completely sure. I'm going to use this area here, I think. So definitely going to bring the chainsaw. Going to go get some biofuel for that right now. And you're a strange flower. And while we get the biofuel, I'm also going to insert the stuff we have into this and into that. I might also tear down the boxes, because at this stage we're not going to get more than a stack of each, I believe. Might be wrong, but we'll see. I'm also going to check for the poor thing that was stuck in the tree somewhere here, but I think that's... I think he's left now. The big thing. The big animal. So that's fine. And now we have the chainsaw. We still haven't gotten this yet. And we can do some research. Let's see. This one needs quite a lot. Modular frame. So oh, that's inventory slots. That's very convenient. This one needs steel, however. I think I'm going to do this one. We need to craft 10 modular frames, but I think we should easily get enough materials, and apparently we already have them. 8, 9 and 10. 10. That was convenient. Okay, and then we need cable, we need 1 stack and a little bit, and then we need the rotors. But the rotors are most likely done. So let's see. 1 stack and a little bit. Let's do a full stack so we have more on us afterwards. 2 of these. And rotors. I'm also going to loot the chest with the reinforced iron to make well, basically anything we can make from those. Let's see, 66. Wow, 66, that's nice. And this one, 127. That's so nice. I think this stage might almost be skippable, because when we get to Belt MK3, it's probably made out of steel, and the way we're building right now, we might get a whole lot of steel. So that might not be an issue. But I'm not completely sure how that will work, and we'll find out. So you go there, you go, you go, you go, and a little bit more, and then we fire it up. Now that's 10 minutes.
Milestone reached. R&D inflated your pocket dimension and have provided an
yeah, upgrade. Okay.
with increased strength and range.
Let's look at the Xeno Basher. So we need 1 more zapper. Let's get that. So this is like a zapper staff. That's nice. And 5 of the thingies. These thingies. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm not going to zap you, doggo. Oh, what's this? Caterium ore. I have no idea what that is. It's probably one of the ores we use later in the game. I'm not sure. There's the Xeno Basher. Let's see. Oh, oh, wow. Okay. That's very different from what I was expecting. Let's hide that for now so Doggo doesn't get scared. think it might be pollen season or something, because he's definitely very sneezy. And you go in there. I'm going to eat some of it actually, because I want to have full HP for now. Nom 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 nom. And put them back. Now, alien carapace complete.
R&D has repurposed a common engineering tool to assist you in your defense against the local wildlife. The blueprint is now accessible in Hub Tier 3.
An engineering tool, Hub Tier 3. The rebar gun. Oh, it's a gun that shoots spikes. That seems extremely crude and painful. Has to be reloaded after it shoots. I did not expect that from the carapace, because we can't make any armor yet. So we can research this ore, but we need 25, so Doggo needs to, you know, get a lot more before we can use that. So I'm going to research the hard drive. Even though it seems a bit bugged, I'm going to do it anyway. Now, we should have a lot of steel over there. And then we can make assemblers for the steel product. Oh yes, chainsaw, biofuel, good. And I'm not sure if I want to chop down all of this. I probably should. It's a very tactical area, so I'm going to. Boop. And then we can use this open place to build. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't feel like we're in the middle of the factory just because one stack of trees here are missing now. And that might be a good reason to keep up that thing, because that was so much wood and leaves. Let's see up here by the thing now. So 130 a minute. Okay, needs 45 a minute. And you make like, yeah, 120. So how do we do this? Maybe if we downclock to 67% and then build 3 of them, or 4 of them, then we save some power. But right now power is not an issue at all. I believe we have 150 megawatts, and we are using 100. Oh, we're actually using quite a lot. So I guess setting up more up there might be a thing as well. Let's see what else we can make. We can make miners. Now, if this is 12 megawatts and we turn it down to 50%, I believe it's going to use less electricity. So that's 5 megawatts for that one. Let's make one and see. But I think it's going to save us power. And that's going to be 10 steel pipes and a whole lot of steel beams. The steel beams take quite a while to craft, so, and we need quite a lot of them. Actually, they don't take a long time to craft. They looks like it's like 1.5 craft, because they almost craft double up. Okay, so 5 megawatts and 2. Let's see. Miner MK2. I hope it's still aligned. No power. Let's power you up. And let's downclock you to 50% just to see. Now that was nice. We have 3 of them now, 4 and 5. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it's 4 megawatts. So we saved 20% of the thing, and we only right now we only need 45. Let's see here. We need 67. Toning that down to 60-ish. 63. 61. Oh, it's probably there. Okay. That's very nice. Now, Doggo is playing around. Oh, he found berries for us now. I'm wondering if he ever wants to actually eat the berries again. Oh, but after timing, he kind of wants us to have all of them, so he's very nice. He's a kind Doggo. Let's see. Climbing the foundry here. 1 assembler, constructor. Going to put it here. Now this is where I should plan out a little bit, because what we need right now, we need ingots, which we have. We need beams and we need pipe, and that's from the same thing. But this one doesn't make that much. It makes 40 a minute. So what I can do is, should at least have 2 of them. I wonder if that sound ever gets old, but I don't think so. Maybe he didn't like me laughing when he's sneezing. Oh, let's see. Foundry. Yeah, foundry, okay. So we need more stuff. Oh, he found something. No, he didn't find something. He's just running around, okay. So, crossbench, up. And steel pipe. Now we need more concrete. Let's go get the concrete. I think there's also a place here with limestone and yeah, very close here. So maybe we should make a concrete maker here as well. Where? There. Oh, that's... it might be very nice for... is this? Yeah, that's limestone. Okay. It might be very nice for the... I think it's the industrial beams that needs concrete as well. Now, I was asked if I could show the pod returning, and the pod will return right... Oh, wow, good timing. There it is. So it arrives at around 20 seconds left of the research, or you can see it at around 20 seconds left. So there it is. That was quite cool, seeing it land like that. So there we go. Now we can make another milestone. And what do we want? Let's see. Let's check this one out. It's modular frame. That's the one we can already make, and motors. And the motors need rotors and stators. And that's steel pipe. That's not extremely difficult. I'm going to make that. I'm going to get logistics MK3 this episode, I think, if I can. So let's see. One motor needs 2 of these, and those need steel pipe. So we need to make 50. We need 100 of these. Okay, so it is some crafting going on. Maybe it would be better to set this up for automatic production instead of doing this by hand. It probably is, because we can't really take advantage of the MK3 belts anyway. So, strike that. I'm going to get walkways. Conveyor walls. Let's get the conveyor walls. All of these are so cheap now, so it's just basically get them started, get them done, and then we can craft stuff like walls and all of that. But since we want to have the factory as much outside as possible, I don't think it's a good option. Let's see, remove one of these. I want one with these as well. You go in there, you go there, and let's see. Let's get the rotors while we're up here as well, because it's stopped. Is it 100? No, it's just slow. And look at this, because yeah, we have been. Now that's nice. Maybe I should set up the frames as well. I don't remember the recipe for the frames now. I know it's not pipes, it's rods and reinforced, I believe. Rods and reinforced. Yeah. So should probably just set that up. Let's see. There is also an argument for keeping biomass, and that argument is the not the jump pads themselves, but the landing zone of the jump pad, and those require 200 of each. Let's see, there we go. I'm a bit all over the place now, I'm noticing, because what I was actually going to do was get the concrete, but right now finishing a milestone seems like a very good idea as well. Right, missing 11. And there. Launch.
Milestone reached. To ensure optimal use of space, navigation and tidiness, R&D have developed stairs and conveyor walls.
Yeah, and I think that's not going to be used much, because I want to spread the factory out. I want it to look a bit like Factorio. I don't want to stack everything on top of each other, because that's not, I don't know, that's not how I like to do it. I don't like watching the box factories where you can't really see anything. I like to see what's going on. Now then, we should be able to run back and get the concrete we were supposed to get in the first place. Good job, me. This game is a bit like that. Distracting and bits of running, but that's fine. The game itself is so beautiful, so just running back and forth and watching the factory at work it's so nice. And Doggo is very fond of running around as well. Let's see, that's some coal. You can go in there. 4 stacks, way too much. Way too much, but that's fine. We can put it over here and perhaps make an assembler for it as well to make it automatic. We need to set up the let's see, the miner here is 120 minutes. That it's way too much. It needs 60. So 25%. It almost stopped using electricity. Okay, so now we can make the steel beams. No, these ones. Oh, but they need the steel beams. So let's get... Aha! I was joking, we don't need them at all. We actually just needed the concrete itself. It wasn't to craft anything. And that means stuff needs to change because we need to split off the coal as well for this. So this might be, because it's two entry points, this might get really, really messy. But I think that kind of messy can be fun, might be good. And it doesn't have to be on the same side, it doesn't matter where it's put in. So if this one goes here, it can go to the close one. Then, let's see, why did you stop? Because it's full, okay. And, oh, that scared me for a second, I didn't, yeah, it was just the car. Then now we can try the new pole here. So if we build 2 of these, I think. Let's see how this works. Need to go over here and then up. Nope. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. We can't fit the belt in, so let's remove the whole thing. No. I'm going to put it back up now. Where is the undo button? Ah, this is rough. This is really rough. Let's see, steel ingots, so iron ore and coal, just to get some inventory space. And then we connect the power, because then we get rid of everything. Let's see, I think it was 134 for 60. And then we can put these here. Iron ore was in, coal. Sure, we have the space now. Yeah, definitely. Nice. And we can go back to building it back up. And that's the foundry. Okay, let's try to line the foundry up. But apparently now we can't. I'm not sure what it's encroaching on. I don't think it was encroaching on anything. Well, it was, but yeah. Let's see. So this thing, if it goes from there, it can go to there. Yes. But we also need it to go back there, go down there. So if we split it in the middle here now, this might be really cool, or it might not work at all. So let's try to split this as far back as possible and connect here. That looks really messy though, but if we connect and remove, it might not be as messy. So let's connect from the pole here and there. Nope. And that means, oh, we can place it on top. Okay, and then we can place it on the ground. Might need one of those poles here as well. Let's try there. It's still too hot. Okay, so we need one more maybe. Okay, and then that's way too steep, so we need to conveyor belt has an invalid shape. There. Now when I say there, it's not what it... what I would like. And I'm not sure why they made these stackable things removable. But this actually looks quite cool. But it's also, yeah, we can split one off from here and drag wherever. So that's nice on the thing, and the squiggly belt like this looks, it looks very nice. So let's, we need to power this. So I think I'm going to power this from the front. And that means you get over here. And there we go. Now we set a recipe, that's the steel ingot, and you need 134, and that's 60. So it's nice to be able to use the slugs for something now, because downclocking has been the thing so far to save power. Now we can downclock this, but still clock up the other ones. Oh, that's more. Wow. I wonder where you find this. Where did you find it, this doggo? I should go explore more. Since that one was researchable, it might be very nice to do something with that. Well, let's see. We need to set up a couple of machines to actually use the steel now. Can we get on top of this? No. So, but we have one output here and one output from the other one. And I think I'm going to build in this direction, because why not? Let's see. So if we build one constructor here, let's see. Yeah, I think this will work like this. And then we build one here. So that's one for each thing. You go there, and you go there, or you could go there if the power pole didn't. Yeah, that's fine. So I hope these can make steel products, but I bet they can, yeah. So that's 30 a minute, and you use 15 a minute. Aha, so the steel pipe is like the iron pipes. We need to split the belt and make one more machine. So that's one constructor, and align it like this, yes. And then get a conveyor splitter on top of this belt. There. And there. Right, doggo? Yes. Now, these make 30 each, right? No, 40. Well, that's random. And I think we overloaded the grid now. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so let's clock this down and clock the other one down as well. Because if the machine they create for it can't keep up, we might as well not clock them up. So let's see. Okay, so we are definitely using too much power now. And I think the solution is probably to make more power production instead of trying to sort the factory. So we can make 3 of these if we have the materials to make the square thingies. Hopefully we do, yes. And let's bring them up. That's nice. Going to make some cable as well because we don't have enough. Okay, that's coal generators. Now, this is one of the reasons I built the power generators up here, because at some point it's definitely one of the things we need to expand. And I think I think because of that, nature is going to suffer. Bring the chainsaw. And that's probably mycelia as well. Yeah, that's very neat. Now, inventory is full, so I'm going to stop there. I don't want to waste stuff. What's going on with you? Was this placed? Ah, this was placed on top of the thing. That looks very weird, so I'm going to remove that. But first of all, I'm going to make us some inventory space. And that's done by clicking and dragging and fit there. Okay. So then let's make a power pole there instead. And that's for the power in here. There. Then remove you. The power pole, the power plants aren't on anyway, so it doesn't matter if we disconnect. So I'm going to make a power line go through here, and that's going to be here and then to the other side. The reason I'm doing that is because I enjoy giving them the power from this side, because it looks so much better, because the connection is on this side. And it has its own power pole now on this side, so that's very nice. Let's see if we can fit in the coal generators now, because power is needed and they give power. Let's see. This is going to be a bit of a not very much of a struggle, I think. Aligned. Let's try again. Align it there. Then 1, and align you 2, and align you and hope it's not too steep. We just can't afford it. So that's a temporary workbench because we need a cable. Good. And then let's create it here. Coal generator. Okay, and align it with the other one. No? Yes. Although it's very hard to see. But I don't think it matters that much, to be honest. But I'm going to go towards here because it's a bit higher up, so it should be a lot easier to just line it up from there. There we go. It doesn't snap though. I think that's because of the terrain. But this, yeah, this looks good. This looks good. So then let's build the splitter here. I'm going to align it perfectly with this guy like so, and then I'm going to connect every belt to the splitter itself. This belt, that's not good. I know it works, but I kind of don't like the whole going through the world thing. So I'm going to see if I can bring it up. Yeah, it still doesn't look good. So you need to go. And maybe we build it up here instead. Like so. As high as possible, like so. Nope. There we go. Now, some like wavy belts and stuff is only fun. Clippy belts through nature is not fun, in my opinion anyway. So that's just personal taste there, but it's one of those things I do that's not just mechanics, it's for I don't know, beauty. And there we go, and we have so much power now. Hopefully we have enough coal. If we run out of coal, this is going to be a mess, and the coal needs to get here so we get more capacity. These belts are so slow now. They feel so slow. But that's probably just because we've seen the faster belts. It's a bit like that in Factorio as well. Now let's see when... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we have power again. We can expand again. We have enough coal. Let's not get run over now. Just follow this down. Can unequip the chainsaw as well. This thing only eats maximum 60 coal a minute. That's nice. Power pole over here. I can't afford. Why? Because we ran out of cable again. Okay. And 30 maybe? Yeah. So this has been a very efficient episode. It's been work, but it's been good work, I believe. Now you make pipe, yes, and you will make pipe as well. And you make the other thing, that's the beams, okay. So that's 30 and 30. And I guess that's used for so many things that a box is in order. These. So let's do a box. A storage container. Then, let's see. Line it up short down there, and careful now, doggo. Don't want to be squished by a storage container. No. Oh, limestone, thank you. And let's see. Merger. Oh, that doggo. He really doesn't care, I think. Or he's, I don't know, he's probably helping in his own way. Let's see. That belt is too steep, so what happens if we go up a tiny bit? Probably need to rotate it a little bit as well. Let's see. What about this side? Invalid shape. Okay, so this doesn't work, but you work. So storage container, maybe do the merging first. That's a good way of doing stuff. Here, doggo. There you go. And merger, like so then. If this doesn't work, I'm going to... No, it works. I was going to say that if that didn't work, I was going to put it horizontally on the box, the storage container, but that wasn't needed because now it fits. And I think it fits great now. Let's see if this works now. Yeah. This is good. Now we have the steel products, 2 of them at least, and I think the other ones require us to combine steel with other stuff. So these we have now, all 3 of them. This is steel and concrete. This is steel and copper, and this is steel, concrete. No. Steel, copper, and rotors, which are made out of iron. This is a whole different story. That's more difficult. So for now, we have the ability to make these, and that's probably something we need to automate as well, but we can automate from this and we can set up more limestone as well. So this is good. Let's like more limestone. Nice. He really wants us to have enough concrete. I wonder if it's completely random what he finds, or if he goes looking for stuff he thinks we need somehow, or if he picks up what's close. There's limestone over here and stuff like that, but I don't have a clue. Let's see, leaves, and just stashing things on the way back. I also want to quickly check on the research before we finish for the day, because I'm curious to see if the hard drive works at all. And it's also nice to be back home when finishing the episode. So let's check in here. Okay, so stitched iron plates, we've seen this. This one, jeez, this is expensive, if this is for one at least. Now, iron ingot made out of both copper and iron, don't need that because we have so much iron going on. And the same goes for this. And because we have the alternate blueprint for the screws. So let's see, heavy modular frames. Let's try this and see what happens. I'm going to look again at the crafting bench. Modular frame. Heavy modular frame. It doesn't look like anything happens, so it's probably not active in the game yet. So I'm not going to use more hard drives, I think. If I find any, I'm just going to save them. But for now, this has been great. We've set up the basic steel materials, and in the next episode we probably get to stator and motor, sorry. And that's going to be fun, because then we need to drag like a massive belt somewhere. Or use a car, but probably a belt. Oh no, oh no. This is interesting. We can scroll. Ah, so it's not bugged, okay. I'm going to do this before we stop, because this is more important than anything, because this is fun and cool. Let's see, we need 50 of iron ingots, and I don't think we overproduced them anywhere. Maybe here. Yeah, that's nice. Let's put 50 back and get the alternate screw. Ah, that's so cool. So let's shoot these into space and apparently build the Death Star, or help them at least. Now let's look at this. Screw, alternate screw. Aha, so it does show like this. So 2 ingots make 12 screws. One of these make 6 screws, and here it takes twice as much time, which is fine. These take a lot more time in a machine. So I'm going to look at the recipe in a machine. Let's see, constructor. And then we have screws, 90 a minute, and hopefully it's the same here, 90 a minute. Okay. So that means iron ingot, iron ingot. That means we can basically skip the rod craft in between, and we need 1/3 of the amount of machines, because let's see, 15 a minute for 15, 15 a minute for 90. Okay, so it only takes I'm going to stop it and go back so we don't contaminate anything. But I'm going to look into this and see if we can make stuff easier. And the modular frame, that recipe looked like a mess, even if it was the alternative one. That was tier 3, I think. Yeah. Rubber and quickfire. Okay, so we can't do the research anyway. But this recipe seemed very complicated. But that's something we'll look into. In the next episode, I think I'm going to get to motors and hopefully the MK belt. And I also want to do the next stage of the space elevator, but I know it requires a lot of the complicated materials. So I haven't looked into that yet, but this is fun. This is cool. So that's 90 from 2 of these, and that's 90 from 2 of these. Yeah, so you basically skip the middle craft. And that's good. That's good. The way I've set it up now, we can't take full advantage of it, so I'm going to keep it like that for now, but that's nice to know. And at some point, if everything gets alternate stuff like this, we might change the whole factory. Let's see. Yeah, this is always needed apparently. Good. I'm going to stop for now. It's been great. We sorted all of the basic steel materials, and we found out it wasn't a bug after all with the thing, and Doggo is apparently having an allergic reaction to something. Let's hope it's fine. Anyway, this was a long episode. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.